Hi, everybody. Welcome to 3Q, New Mexico's business podcast. I am Pam Myers, your host, and my wonderful co host is the fabulous
Erica
Eric.
Yoakum. Hello.
And we are here. This is our last podcast of 2023. And we are very excited to have as a guest on the podcast Sara Bean. Sara is a COO of 10,000 Waves in Santa Fe, New Mexico, up on the ski mountain. And we're so delighted to have you join us, Sara. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. So,
No,
how
wait. You
long
said
have
it's
you
wait
been?
up on the ski hill. So the spa is up on the ski hill, so you can
Well, it's
whoosh
like
whoosh
halfway
and
up.
then go spa.
No, not quite. It's on the way, right?
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Um, so how long have you been with 10,000 Waves, Sara?
Yeah, I've been with 10,000 Waves for just over 10 years at this point.
Wow,
So it's been a good place to land.
Wow. Yay.
wow. So you went through the whole pandemic
Damn it.
funness. So
Yeah.
were y'all just like hanging out in your water, going, "I'm just gonna stay here in the water where I'm safe. I'm just gonna stay right here."
We actually drained all of our hot tubs during the pandemic because there were no people, so we couldn't have the tubs circulating. And so what we ended up doing was having our meetings in the empty hot tubs because they were outdoors. It was a really nice space. We equipped them with Wi-Fi, got like
Oh,
some nice
that's
lawn chairs, and so that was our new meeting room. Was the grand bath.
That's brilliant, though. I love these pivots. I love this stuff. It's like, hey, it's outdoor. I got to be outside. Then we don't have to worry about, breathing on each other. And that's brilliant. I love it.
We already had the lounge chairs, so it was just why not?
Right.
Now, there's a
Perfect.
meeting I want to be in outdoors in a lounge chair. That sounds great.
Yeah. Now,
Awesome.
what was it? What are the changes that, because there's been a lot of changes that have been made since you've been there over the last 10 years. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, one of the main things that we pride ourselves on, we've got these points of quality that kind of guide us in our business practice and just in how we operate in our lives and in our day to day. And one of those points of quality is constant mindful change. And so, when I started, we still had wooden hot tubs. We no longer have them. Everything's all tile. Our public tub got bigger, and then it stopped being public in the pandemic when we weren't allowed to have a whole lot of people on property. And it's still we're still kind of holding to that quieter model for right now, but we're trying to find different ways to include our Santa Fe community and just bring our locals back in because it was nice. We saw a lot of really nice people all the time, and we miss them. So it's just been a lot of change. We've added 3 lodging units since I started, so we're up to 17. When I first started, we were just finishing building the restaurant, and so that's been expanding year after year and is really successful at this point. They've been doing a good job. Our latest addition is our Sumi bar that has a handmade paper mache squid crawling across the ceiling. And we also now have sushi and still the best sake list in probably the US.
Ooh.
And did I see something on social media about the restaurant getting a recent award as being like one of the top sushi places in Santa Fe? Or
We might have. I know we were on Open Table's most recent list of most popular restaurants in New Mexico,
yeah,
and so we're honored to be on that list.
yeah. Awesome. I know. I have not been to the restaurant, but everyone that I know just raves
I
about
was
it.
there for lunch and it was great. So
Yeah. Yeah. And so someone can come in, they can go online and they can check availability, which if they check now, your tubs are completely full through the rest of the year, right?
Mhm.
Um, but can they still get like massage appointments and facials because you do a variety of services,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, so we do still have some availability for massages and facials, although it is slim pickings at this point. As we get closer to the holiday, those spots really do fill in. We do get late cancellations on tubs every so often, and so it's good to just kind of keep an eye on that online booking. Speaking of changes, that was one of the changes that we were able to make during the pandemic. Is we used to schedule all of our services on a paper schedule, and it was about 5 feet long. And we had one of them for every single day of the year. So online booking was definitely a net positive to come out of
Yeah.
2020.
Right? Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. Yeah, being that busy and having to do it all by paper. It'd be
Right.
like, wow.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
what happens if someone's drinking tea and they spill it across your schedule for that day? That's just
Tea.
it.
That's what they're drinking. Tea. Yeah.
Oh, talk about
They're not
stressful.
sampling the sake or anything. No.
Definitely not the sake.
Wow. Oh, sounds delicious and wonderful and warm. It's gotten cold today, so
Mhm.
being in and I like that when it's like cold outside and then you're like, oh, I'm getting warm, and then you stick like one arm out and you go, okay, I'm good. I can be warm again. Yeah.
Exactly.
Good temperature
Exactly.
control.
Yeah. It's quite magical to sit in a tub with snow all around you and feel completely comfortable. It's just a magical experience up there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was snowing as I left today, so.
Oh, wonderful.
Mhm.
Wonderful. Yeah.
We just have crappy gray skies down here. You get I'm in Los Lunas, and it's like we get, when Pam sends these wonderful pictures of all this beautiful snow and out her window, it's all gorgeous. And I look out here and it's like mud. I have mud.
Sorry.
Oh well. No, it's okay. I prefer the mud than the snow. I'm not a snow person, which is why I'm farther south and lower down. But you're right, though. It is. I have memories of Idaho sitting in a hot tub looking out and at that point 6+ feet of snow, thinking,
Mhm.
glad I'm not out there.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Sarah, what is your most popular what's the most popular service that people sign up for? Is it the tubs? Is it massages or facials? Do you
Yeah, our tubs are always fully booked, so I would say they're by far the most popular thing. Everyone likes to soak in some hot water, except for like that 2 weeks in June when it's just stupid hot. Then that's not the most popular thing that we do.
Yeah.
But right now, especially, just being able to hop into a hot tub is pretty much the greatest thing, and just soak everything out. It's lovely.
Mhm. But you do have those cold plunges still, right? You have the cold
We
plunge
do.
tubs?
Yep,
So-
we keep our cold plunges between 55 and 65, so they're cold. And this time of year, you don't really need them, but they're there.
Right. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Sorry, my eyebrows went way, way up on that one because that was like way too cold for me. Yeah. Wow. Though in June.
In June, most popular
Halloween?
attraction.
Yeah. Wow.
Which you bring up a good point. Do you have a slow time? I mean,
Our slow time is the 2 weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas, essentially. So right
Okay.
between those two holidays. Otherwise, it's generally pretty steady, and we get to kind of see whoever's just coming to Santa Fe with the various markets and events, and ski season carries us pretty well through spring. So it's pretty steady.
Do you think what do you think the percentage split is between out of towners and locals?
It's about 50-50. We've got a really, really strong local clientele that comes up. We see a lot of the same people and have for years. I mean, I know people that I met when I first started working at the front desk, and I still see them and make sure that I come up and, we talk about our books that we're reading or, what's going on in our lives. And so we just have these relationships that have kind of gone on for many, many years with our locals.
Like family.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really wonderful.
Wow.
So when someone checks in, can you walk through the experience for people that may not have never been, right?
I've never been. Yeah, explain to me. Yeah.
Like Erica, right? So Erica checks in at the front desk, and then what happens?
Yeah, so I'm gonna walk you back one step, kind of. So as you come onto the property, we're on the side of a mountain. So a lot of people don't realize that there's kind of a hike to get up to the spa from the parking lot. We do have upper parking, but it's pretty limited, and so not everyone gets to park up there. But from our lower parking lot, there's 91 stairs to our spa, and it's a really lovely walk up. It's lovingly maintained by our gardening crew, who do an excellent job. And then also it's got little surprises from our on-site wood shop kind of as you walk up the path. Yeah, it's a really nice way to kind of, step out of your car, step out of the regular world and kind of step into spa land and really make that separation as you go. Yeah, and then once you get to the front desk, you check in, and our front desk staff does a great job of greeting you, giving your kimono, making sure that all of your services are scheduled as you think they should be, and then they show you around the spa and just kind of introduce you to where you might meet your massage therapist. They show the koi pond, our hot foot soak, the relaxation room, and then they walk folks into our changing areas. And from there, it's kind of a free for all after that, because we've given you the information you need. It's your turn to explore and kind of find the little secrets that 10,000 Waves has to offer. So,
oh wow, it sounds like an adventure as well as you went over so many different things. There was a hot foot soak in there at some point. That sounds like, okay, I'm like, after I've climbed up the 91 steps, I'm just gonna park my keister right there and soak my feet. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, when I was first getting my orientation as an employee, we walk around the property, and it's a pretty big property. I think it's about 15 acres, and so it's a fair amount of movement around. And about halfway through, we took a break, and Kaz, who was giving me my orientation, says, "We're going to go soak our feet in the foot soak," and I have never forgotten that. And I'm just like, yes, that is why I work here.
Right.
We just stopped and did that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm liking that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I love that you backed up and started from the parking lot, because that does give you the first impression of a beautiful, semi-secluded Japanese spa in the mountains. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, and a lot of people, especially in this day and age, as we're very attached to our cell phones, very attached to screens, and we're attached to moving quickly too. Like, we want to hurry up and get places, and it's a nice way to sort of pause and resettle and recenter yourself, and just kind of take the moment to be intentional about what you're about to do, even if that means you're about to huff and puff up all the stairs. Like,
I was just gonna say,
mindset too.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. I'd be bitching all the way up the stairs. Think I gotta walk 91 steps. Here I go, slug. Oh, look, that's really nice. That's beautiful. That's pretty. Okay, here I go. Trudge. There's a footpath at the top. Okay, trudge. Yeah.
There is a little sign about, I'm going to say 3/4 of the way up, that says you're almost there, just as a little final encouragement.
All right, yeah. Oh my goodness. And then when you leave, you probably float down the mountain back to your car, because you're all relaxed and
and down is easier than uphill. So it's much easier going down.
Right. Yeah. And guests can come and they can just go to the restaurant. They do not have to go to do a spa service, correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We do recommend reservations for everything, just because it is a little bit busier, especially this time of year. We have a lot of families who come in and they plan far in advance, which I admire and I'm not able to do, but good for them.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. Yeah. I wonder if people give, so people could do you give blah, blah, blah. Do you give gift certificates?
We do sell gift certificates.
Oh, that'd be a good Christmas present.
And they are also purchasable online. So if you need that last minute little oops, I forgot that stocking stuffer, quick and easy sell. So.
Okay, so if anyone's listening.
Well, thank you so much, Sarah. Is there anything else that we hadn't mentioned that you want to make sure people know about?
Yeah,
so folks can come. I'm looking at the website and it's beautiful and lots of gorgeous imagery and Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, I think the only other thing to really mention that we didn't touch in on detail was our massages and our facials. They're done by some really skilled people. We've got 76 therapists total, and so we've got
Wow.
a ton of experience between all of our massage therapists. I think our longest massage therapist has been here almost 25 years, and so it's just a really lovely group of people that we get to work with, and they're always learning new things. And so one of our other points of quality, like I mentioned earlier, is that we have the best massage in the US, and frankly, we're spoiled. So I think that's true.
I think it speaks volumes of the atmosphere if you've got people who want to be there for 25 years or for 10
Right.
years, something like that. If you don't have that high turnover, that's because people are happy being there. So
Mhm.
that's got to translate into a happy place to be at for everyone. So that's a fantastic thing to know about y'all. That's wow. Good job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If the people that work there are happy, then they're going to, then the
Yeah.
customers are going to be happy, right? It's a
Yes.
snowball.
I would say at this point, 50% of our employees approximately and therapists have been with us for at least five to 10 years generally.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Well, now I got to go visit. So
Yep. You do.
it's a hell of a drive for me, but I could be persuaded with foot baths and koi ponds and
Yeah.
kimono, yeah,
Pretty
and
cool.
sushi. Yeah, I want. Yeah, now I'm hungry.
It's a really special place. So,
Yeah,
It is.
yeah. Sarah,
Very
thank you so much for being a guest on the podcast.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And everybody, if you've not been to 10,000 Waves Spa, check it out online, 10,000waves.com. There you
slash
go.
spa.
Yeah.
Eh,
You can book appointments online and
Yeah.
take advantage of a beautiful spa in New Mexico.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks
Thank
everybody
you.
for listening. Happy holidays. See you in 2024.
See you next year.